Alright students, first you are going to take time to complete 3-3 order of operations with PEMDAS. Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. I'm not going to really discuss this as much since it should be reviewed, but you would just be sure that in order of operations you solve anything in math that has parentheses and grouping symbols first, followed by exponents, and then always multiply and divide from left to right. Always add and subtract from left to right. And then just a little asterisk here to reminder, inside the parentheses always follow the order of operations also. Okay? And here is an example to take a look at. If you had 17 minus 5 squared, divide the quantity, that's what you say when you see the parentheses, the quantity of 2 plus 3, you would do 2 plus 3 first and bring down the rest of it. And then you would do 5 squared and bring down the rest of it. Then you would do the division, 25 divide 5 and get 5. And then 17 minus 5 is 12. Once you get this set of notes, we're going to look at some examples. And we'll do through these examples together. So these are examples using order of operations, okay? Now, when we solve this, let's look at 1/2 times 4 squared minus the quantity of 2 plus the quantity of 3.6 divide 0.9, all right? So if we move from left to right and we look at the internal parentheses first, I'm going to rewrite this problem just a little bit just to show you a different way we could solve this, okay? If I were to do this right here and rewrite this part, 1/2 times, a dot instead of time, the x, 4 squared minus, and let's fix our grouping symbols, 2 plus. I'm going to show you a little trick in here. Let's, in parentheses, do 3.6 above 0.9. And the nice thing about this is, here's the cool trick. You see how there's one decimal place in each? So that means I can actually ignore those and then just do 36 divide 9, which you already know because it's a multiplication fact. So I'm going to rewrite this, 1/2 times 4 squared minus, here's my grouping symbol, 2 plus, and 36 divide 9, that is 4. And then keep my grouping symbol like this, okay? Then let's go on down to the next part and rewrite the 1/2 times 4 squared minus, and then this is 2 plus 4, which is 6. All right, we're still going left to right. Now you see there's a minus symbol outside of this grouping symbol. There's no more work done inside here. So now we're just going to go left to right. The next thing is exponents. So I rewrite my 1/2 times 4 squared is 16, because 4 times 4 is 16. And I can get rid of this grouping symbol now and just put minus 6. So left to right, half of 16 equals, I'll just go over here, 8 minus 6, and 8 minus 6 equals 2. So that's how we do that one. Now let's look at a different sample, okay? And this sample could be 2.5 squared plus the quantity of, and inside that another quantity of 6 minus 3/4, parentheses, divide 2, close your quantity of, times 2 to the 5th power. All right, so we're going to work inside out, folks. We're going to go left to right, inside out. 2.5 squared plus, keep this grouping symbol, and in parentheses here, 6 minus 3/4, that's 5 1/4. Okay? And that divides 2. And then times 2 to the 5th power. All right, I want to change this to an improper fraction before I do the divide. 2.5 squared plus, let's keep the grouping symbols here. I don't need this one now, but 5 times 4 is 20, plus 1 is 21/4. Keep change flip, times 2 over 1, or see, divide 2 is the same as times 1 over 2. We keep change flip, times 1 over 2. And then times 2 to the 5th, okay? So this is the same as 2.5 squared right? Plus, and then in this parentheses, this is the same as 21 over 8, 21 eighths, because I multiplied 21 times 1 and 4 times 2, and that's times 2 to the 5th. Now, let's continue. We have 2.5 squared here, and we have exponents here. 2.5 squared, well, 25 times 25, that's 625, and we would have two decimal places because the 2.5 and the 2.5. So I'm going to put 6.25 here, all right? I'm going to bring down this plus, and 21 eighths, that's the same as 2 and 5 eighths, just to let you know. And then that's times 2 to the 5th power is 32. Okay? Now I could have actually kept this way if I wanted, but I didn't yet. So let's bring down 6.25 plus, now let's multiply these two together. I could actually have kept it at 21 over 8 if I'd chosen, because let's see here, 8 will go into 32 4 times. So if I didn't want to change this yet, I could go back to here and do 21 over 8. 8 goes into itself once and into 32 4 times. And 21 times 4 is 84. 6.25 plus 84 equals 90.25. So I could have skipped that step and not made that an improper or a mixed number yet. And that's my final answer. Now when you have answers like this, you could finish with a decimal or with a fraction and still be correct. Now the next one says insert grouping symbols. So on this one, I want to insert grouping symbols here to get a value of 10. So let's put that value of 10. And what would I do to find that? Well, in order to get this, I would have to play around with this. Well, 40 minus 7 is 33 if I go that route first. 33 times 3/4. Do I want to do that? 33 times 3/4 is 24 3/4. If I add that together, I get 57 3/4, so that's not going to work. Well, let's try something else. If I do ignore this and put parentheses around here, and I do 7 plus 33, well, 7 plus 33 is 40. And then I do 40 times 3/4. That's 30. 40 minus 30, that is 10. So let's do the grouping symbols. I'm going to rewrite this. So I'm going to do 40 minus 7 plus 33 times 3/4. Okay? I'm going to do this first and then work it out. If I do, it'll work. So bring down this. 7 plus 33 is 40 times 3/4. Next step, I would do 40 times 3/4. 40 times 3/4 gives me 30, and 40 minus 30 gives me 10. There you go.